All right, love is in the air today, OCA style. We're going to cover deployed romances because, well, why the hell not? It's sort of a facet of becoming an overseas contractor that you will see, you might even participate in, and then regret. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it today here, and yeah, let's roll the bumper and get to it. Okay, so the first thing to know about deployed romances is that it does happen. Far less likely to happen if the person is married. So if you're a married guy and you're worried about being tempted, first off, I'll tell you that when you're overseas, probably 85% of the people on the base are going to be male, 15% are female, and those 15%, most, like you should be, most are uninterested in romance. They didn't go there for that. They went there to make money and change their life. So, you know, the odds of it happening are pretty small, and even smaller so if you're married. So this should not be something you worry about all that much if you are happily married and you're like, oh, I'm fearful maybe I'll be tempted because I'll be alone. Most likely you'll be okay if you're married, but if you're a single person or you're divorced and therefore like newly single, yeah, it happens, man. It does happen, and like I don't want to pretend, I don't want to lie. I've never, pulled any punches with you guys. This is a reality, and unfortunately, it does happen, and most of the time, it is regrettable when it does. So let's dig a little deeper into that. So how does it happen? All right, now you probably, when I say deployed romances, maybe you start conjuring up images of like banging Betty in the bomb shelter somewhere at midnight on some clandestine meeting or whatever. But usually it doesn't go like that, guys. It's you have a certain amount of OCNs, which is other country nationals, and that could be everyone from Macedonians, Bosnians, Filipinos, Indians, whatever. There's a bunch of employees of that kind, and then there's a bunch of course, expats, Americans or Brits sometimes. And so you're going to have males and females mixed in there, and so you could end up going either way with that, whether either it's an OCN or an expat. And both ways, of course, is fraught with danger. Now, obviously, if you're married, you shouldn't be freaking doing it in the first place. Secondly, as an overseas contractor, if you watch my videos and you went through my course, you shouldn't be freaking doing it anyways. I'll backhand you upside the head. Like, seriously, it's a dumb idea. That's not what you're there for. Go there, make your money, dog. Like, keep it in the pants. I'm telling you, it's just way easier. It'll be easier in the long run. But if you go into one of these romances because you're lonely,
I'm hopeless and awkward and desperate for love,
just know that this is going to take away energy from other areas of your life, more than likely, because a relationship, whether it's at home or you're overseas, it takes time and it takes energy and it takes involvement, it takes interaction, and this is stuff you should be putting into basically work and going to the gym and improving your life, whether that's in your downtime, like taking some courses or whatever it is. But the last thing you should be worried about is trying to hook up and get some punani over there. You should be worried about making some big ass paychecks. Okay, so that was just a quick little PSA, public service announcement from OCA, from us to you. Stay the hell out of deployed romances. It is not worth it. The only case I can think of that I personally witnessed where it went okay is where someone was in a support location, they had their own apartment, and they met someone that was working at the coffee shop that they frequented, and they started going on dates on that girl's day off, and eventually they actually got married because they were in a Muslim country and they knew they were kind of running risks of like staying the night and this kind of thing. That's cohabitation is illegal in Muslim countries. So basically, I've seen it work once, and this is in 11 years. So I'm telling you, I've seen it a bunch of times, and I've seen it go awfully wrong, and I've seen a lot of people lose a six-figure job over it. So just don't go there, dog. Like, the odds are so stacked against you. remember what you're there for. Make that money, make that loot, and then come somewhere like the Philippines, like Thailand, like Southeast Asia, Latin America, somewhere where that loot goes a long way and gives you a rock star lifestyle. That's when you can like, all right, now I can hook up at will and just have whatever I want. So that's it for this week. Hopefully we covered it as good as we can. Again, rocking the fuck excuses. This goes for working out, which is CT Fletcher's world. This goes for being an overseas contractor, which is my world. Like, look, don't make excuses. Don't, oh, you know, I don't have the money this week, or I'm just tired, I don't want to be looking for and applying for jobs. Like, dude, don't make excuses. Excuses don't get results. So there you have it. No excuses. Become an overseas contractor. Make your 6 figures. Stay the hell out of deployed romances, and all will be well. All right? See you next week, guys.